All right. Are we live? I believe we are live. Yeah. Hey now, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Sorry it took so long. I was trying to log into Restream so I can do a stream on both. I wish I could do the stream on both. What is it? On YouTube and Twitch, but unfortunately my login for Restream wasn't working. So I said, all right, you know what I'll do? I'll just make sure I stream here on both on both YouTube and so we're going to be playing some good old-fashioned X-Men. What's cracking, everybody? Shiba Kobe, Roadbuster, Menasaur, YouTube, SS Crystal, Sergeant Prowl Prime, Sir Isaac Prime, Supergirl, Rogue, Harley Quinn. I hope the reboot of Transformers fills is more G1. Yes. Yes, yes. The question I have is that should I just play as Wolverine or should I choose a different character? Because since this is using the 6-player version, I can pick what character I want to play as. Bumblebee movie is a reboot. Are we sure about that? Because from everything that I'm hearing, it seems that it's still within original continuity. X-Men, welcome to die. Oh no, I'm Colossus. Colossus. I don't want to just play as Colossus. I think I will also play as... doing some controller setup here. How's it going there, Danny Vestal? Since this is the 6-player version, Wolverine. Yeah, we'll play as Jazz, but we'll be landed in Mars in 2003 and then went to Earth. How's it going there, Conman?
In the 21st century, evil mutants led by Magneto aim to destroy the world. Humans can do nothing against the power of the evil mutant. The only hope is X-Men.
Go and save the city.
Go and save the city.
So now I'm literally in control of both characters at the same time. Well, I wonder how it's going to fit all together, personally. How's it going there, Pete Lemoy? How old is this game? 1992. I think this came out around the same time that they were trying to make a... yeah, like the brown Wolverine suit. Oh. No. That explains the graphics. This was an arcade game, though. Imagine an arcade, and it actually had 2 monitors, side by side. So you play like you can actually see the split in the screen slightly. I'm 2005. The game's older than you are. This was a fun game, though. It actually, they released it for the Xbox Live Arcade a couple years ago, and then they discontinued it from the Xbox Live Arcade. I remember playing this in the arcades too. I remember both the 6-player version and the 4-player version, and I used to pump a lot of quarters into these games. So, you have the Studio Series Bumblebee? Well, that's cool. I have no intentions of picking up the movie toys, but they look... I think the movie toys, like the Studio Series toys, do look pretty cool. Yeah, it's Pyro. How's it going there, Moki Momo? Hey, we feel old. Here comes Pyro.
Pyro will turn you to toast.
He'll tear me to toast. You want the Rodimus Unicronus? I saw him in at my local Toys R Us, and I didn't buy him because I don't have $50 to spare. So, there will be a new Counterpunch toy. Is an Amazon exclusive. That's cool. How's it going there? Luke Does YouTube. Some of the dialogue in this game is funny in times. Yes, it is. Ah, flashing, just like a typical Konami game. We always knew that they were like at least halfway to health as they started flashing. I have 50 Cybertronian credits. That will help. There we go. Took him out. When is Power the Prime's coming to the UK? Moonracer, Power, Nova Star. If you already found Nova Star, Firestar, that means that Wave 2 is already out in your area. So they should have already been there. It just means that someone already bought the Dinobots. Because I think they're part of Wave 2. I could be wrong. And I think Ripper Snapper is part of that wave as well. Who voted for Wheeljack Spinster? I did, and I'll tell you why. Because I would like to see a Cybertronian mode Wheeljack based on the More Than Meets the Eye pilot episode. You hope they keep Jazz alive in the reboot? Yeah. Aw, Jazz. Your Masterpiece Ultra Magnus just came in the mail too. Cool. Did you the big one, right? The really, really big Ultra Magnus. How's it going there, David Arms? You want a good RC in the reboot? Yeah, with Sue Blue. Definitely. They need to respect her character. Not just make her some, like, random 3-bot nobodies that just get killed off in the background and we don't even realize that they died. The one with the armor. Yeah, it's, like, huge. These Sentinels are so dumb they're killing themselves. Wave 2 is not in the UK yet. I have Firestar and Moonracer on eBay. Oh, wow. I definitely want to pick up Moonracer because my wife's favorite female Autobot of the team of female Autobots was Moonracer. Mick Trap, if you stop talking about it, we won't, you won't have to worry about me accusing you. Michael Bay did not... 130 bucks, wow. Michael Bay did not care. I only watched the film for Peter Cullen. Yeah. Peter Cullen and Frank Welker as well. Doing Soundwave and, eventually doing Galvatron and Megatron. Ugh. Next, nothing moves the blob. 120 pounds. I don't know how much that converts to in U.S. dollars. Who's better, Seth MacFarlane or Michael Bay? I don't see where the comparison is. If you were offered to voice Rodimus Prime in a movie, would I take it? If I was offered it, sure. I don't know if they want me to particularly voice the character, but, you know, I try. I do my best. Oh. When do you get to cross Transformers and Michael Bay? What do you get when you cross Transformers and Michael Bay? You get Bayformers. I would like well, Judd Nelson's back, not in the well-liked Combiner Wars trilogy in Titan's Return. He came back as Hot Rod Rodimus Prime, and that's just because the show sucks so bad. Five epic movies of explosions. The bomb to end all bombs kind of thing, right? Would want Welker to be a... I would want to... Here he comes.
Nothing moves the blob. Nothing moves the blob.
And I wouldn't dare of trying. Shakes the screen. First TME team focused on the humans, and the sequel focused on the turtles.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, the first Turtles movie was based on the Turtles. It was, if you actually seen the original Turtles movie back in 1990. Transformers is turning into anime. Well, if you've ever seen car robots, you would know what the Blob's boot is car. Yeah, Headmasters, that's right. Returned very anime.
X-Men. We have been taken by Magneto. However, we had time to locate their base on Island M. Destroy it.
Yeah, Headmasters is the anime of Transformers first. That's right. Yeah. Who am I playing as? Both Wolverine and Colossus. I mapped the controller to both characters. I was trying to map it just as Wolverine and try to just play a one-player game, but unfortunately I mapped my controller to player 2, and I was like, no, I'm playing as Wolverine. So, give Magneto the boot. X-Men, welcome to die. Revenge of the Fallen may have been supposed to be focused on Transformers. It was during the writer's strike. Well, the writer's strike definitely made that movie bad. No, this is, I'm playing this on MAME. Revenge of the Fallen wasn't that, I mean, was passable for its action sequences only. But the storytelling was terrible. Back in around 2008, there was a writer's strike that, what happened was, like, they wanted more money. So, like, they weren't getting enough to begin with, because of their, they were a union. So they had a strike, and because of it, all movies, their stories were basically put on hold because writers weren't allowed to write more scripts. And so Revenge of the Fallen, they just continued to make the movie without a script. I kid you not. Revenge of the Fallen, it was made without a script. So, or at least a complete one. The heck are these things? A lot of good shows were canceled because of the writer's strike, that's right. Come here, you. I'll abuse the heck out of the mutant powers. So basically, most of the lines, the actors were winging it. Yep. I mean, nothing... I will say this much. Like, the first Transformers movie does have one of the worst given lines ever. I mean, yeah, you have, like, you know... you want a piece of me, Megatron? You want a piece? No, I want 2 pieces. But then, when Sam is, like, on the roof, I'm never giving you this Allspark. It sounds awkward. Why does Colossus keep going back and forth from human to metal? Because his mutant power is that he can turn his skin into metal. And he can, you know, when he doesn't have, you know, when he can be normal. When, you know, he doesn't have to be metal all the time. So, when you die and you lose a life, you, here we go. Here it is. X-Men, welcome to die. Here comes the boss, Wendigo. So yeah, so Colossus can turn his skin to metal when he wants to. And so when he dies, and when you lose a life, you know, you see him without his metal skin, and then he turns his skin metal to start fighting. You would have had Bumblebee in the Last Night instead of Cade Yeager. Wendigo was his first appearance was when he fought Wolverine in the comics and the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, this is Mame. He looks like Kit Fisto. So what happens to Transformers after Bayformer ends? They can do a bunch of things. I can't for the life of me run Mame. It takes a little bit of tweaking to get running right. So once you actually get it running, though, it works pretty nicely. I use a front end over it, and it works out pretty well. Bummer should have been the Last Night. What? How's it going there, Gamer Jr.? Personally, I use MAME UI myself, but you can use things like Emulator or there's a bunch of different ones. I just specifically use MAME UI because I haven't updated MAME because all the games that I have on it run fine. So ugh, these bats are like those Lockheeds? I think so. I think because a lot of the enemies that you're facing are like sentinels and creatures. There was a girl who played as Dazzler. I love Dazzler. I wish she was used a little bit more in the X-Men movies. I should play Ninja Baseball Batman. Yeah. I got that on here. There's another game that I have on Super Famicom ROM of is called Gourmet Sentai. It's absolutely hysterical. You fight with food. Yeah, this is X-Men Arcade. Tell you what, I'm gonna do something crazy. Just for the heck of it. Yeah, let's do this. We are going to continue the game. I'm shocked Transformers never got an arcade beat 'em up. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you probably know where this is going, right? You could be pretty much, yeah, every X-Men character you can think of. No, there's 6 particular X-Men you can play as. What I'm actually doing is I'm setting the controls for all 6 X-Men all at once, all on one controller. Capcom would have been sick. Well, this is Konami actually that made this game. So, and I know some people are not like big Konami fans. The 6 X-Men in this game are Cyclops, Wolverine, Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler, Dazzler. So, and here we go. All except for Cyclops. Yeah, let's just do the... We'll do 5 out of 6 X-Men. All at once. Why? Why not? There's Nimrod. I hate this thing, too. These were the Nimrod. I think these are the Sentinels in Days of Future Past. Except they made it look differently. Dazzler's power is she can like create like sparkling like explosions. So, and also like make things like you know, make things like look like a laser light show. No, it's not Master Mold. I think it's Nimrod, which is the future Sentinel. A human was the last night. Yeah, that was stupid. That was stupid. So Allison, yeah, so she's kind of like Jubilee. Yeah, she's pretty much the 70s and 80s version of Jubilee. Jubilee was kind of made for the late 80s, early 90s. No, Storm's not white. She's just... Her skin tone in this game is on the lighter side. Her hair is white. And that has to do with her mutant power. Do I have Masterpiece Ultra Magnus? I do not.
You must rescue the professor.
We don't talk about the last night. We don't need memories. We don't need memories about Titan's Return either, but people still want to talk about it. Ah, okay. So there is a difference in their powers. Yeah. Okay. I always was confused about what their powers were, like between Dazzler and Jubilee. The power of fireworks.
The White Queen welcomes you to die.
The White Queen welcomes you to die, and then it's a man's laugh. So basically, because Dazzler is a singer, she can literally dazzle you. Emma Frost can get... Oh! Well, with that outfit. It's kind of like Celeste's outfit from... Final Fantasy VI. Emma could take them out easily if she wanted to. Well, yeah, she does have mental powers, so... This game is based off of... Yeah, it's based off Pride of the X-Men. Which was supposed to be the pilot, but... Oh, you're watching the Elimination Chamber? We're gonna find out who's going to Mania, right? Yeah, the Australian Wolverine. What the... Oh, wow. Completely glitched out graphics right here. Women first up to bat, no kidding. It's a Raw event, right? Not a SmackDown event. Eric, I love you, man. Tell the little guy he rocks too. Yeah, I remember Pride of the X-Men. And there's a bunch of robots I'm fighting right now called Sentinels. I actually had... You guys remember when the X-Men toys were like big? Because back in like the early 90s, they had all the X-Men toys that came out. There's Master Mole, or Giant Sentinel, or... What the heck? Oh, that's right. The, isn't it the Reavers or something? Shiba Kobe's going for some Chinese food. I'm the Juggernaut! Granny turned 98. God bless her. Have I seen the new TF fan vote? I don't know. I did not see who won, but I will tell you that I voted for Wheeljack and Spinster. So... I'm the Juggernaut! The Juggernaut with a big bazooka. Oh. I knocked his helmet off. He's like, what's that boss in Ninja Turtles? The, Stop with the Vinnie Jones. Come on, it's a meme that won't die. Juggernaut is booting. Oh, for booting up cold. He's packing big heat, that's for sure. The vote was about voting in for new...
Nice job. Magneto is over there. Follow me.
It was Mystique this entire time.
To our trap.
But to answer your question there, the vote was about like voting in for the new Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy that's going to be coming out after Power of the Primes ends. And basically it's... I'm going to get all 6 together, or all 5 together. Mystique is the perfect wife. Logan would have smelled Mystique. True, but this is a video game, so... And the X-Men are have been welcomed to die. Did I ever see the live-action Generation X TV movie? I think I saw it once and I didn't care for it. What is this, Pyro Clone? And let me guess, a whole army of blobs are coming next. Yeah, the War of Cybertron, it's going to be... They're supposed to take place on Cybertron before the Transformers came to Earth. And they're going to do an entire toy line around it. So, it's going to be like... I think it's pretty much like a reboot in of sorts. What the heck are these things? I wasn't a big fan of that band. I did, but could have been better. The vote, I think, was on Transformers' official Facebook page. I'll have to check it out again, because I'm sure you can probably find it online somewhere. Please, no more reboots. We've had enough of Bayformers was born, yeah. The choices were Trax versus... It was Trax, Wheeljack, and Mirage versus 3 Decepticons. Well, one was Impactor.
Planning to attack Earth from his asteroid base. You must foil his plan before it's too late.
Well, actually, the next boss is... The next boss is Mystique, and then after that is Magneto. And yeah, we're on Asteroid M now. X-Men in space. The 4 Headmasters could have been Guardians to Fortress Maximus. I think that's kind of like what they were, basically a squad that like flew around on Fortress Maximus. Into the smelting pool. Thank you very much, Traxxas. Would I consider doing a Decepticon? In space! Yeah. X-Men in space! Into the smelting pool with all of you. Would I consider Reflector obsolete? Yes. But... yes and no. Oh, I ran a quarter train. Down with all the Reavers. There's the...
Nothing moves the blob. Nothing moves the blob.
Oh, and... 3 bosses in a row. Hasbro should make more updates to Beast Wars characters. I agree with you there, yeah. Do I prefer a small cast of Autobot and Decepticons or big ones? I like ensemble casts. I don't know. I like the idea of, like, multiple characters and reacting off of each other kind of thing. Like, you know, you have, like, a squad that, like, you know, each has their own bits of personality shown, you know, within an episode, you know, or an issue of a comic book. So I kind of like the idea of big casts. Come on, Dazzler. Oh, there's the Juggernaut. Technically, you can move the blob. Just remove the floor beneath him. Gotta face off against every boss. It's like a big giant boss rush right here. They need to make more MP, yeah.
I am Magneto. You are nothing.
Oh, apparently here's Magneto. The blob is a McDonald's if it was a person. Needle Nose Trax are brothers. Yeah, I heard about that. That's like a something with an IDW thing, right? I think. And then it was Impactor versus Mirage and Spinster versus Wheeljack. Was RC more into Hot Rod, or personally, I think she was, well, depends upon continuity, but I think that she was into Hot Rod, but Hot Rod was too busy with things, and then she ended up leaving Hot Rod for Springer. So come on, Magneto. Hey there, Mark Roberts. It was Mystique. Subaru prefers Hot Rod RC, so that is neat.
That was Mystique, not Magneto. Magneto is in another place. Go, X-Men.
Here's Magneto.
I am Magneto. Shield. You are helpless against my power, X-Men. You are...
Master of Magnet. Magneto is at McDonald's. RC was killed by Jason Voorhees. Oh, Sue Blue, right? Yeah. Hot Rod didn't like her back. It seems why she jumped to Springer. X-Chicken? You are dead. You just sit here and listen to what Magneto says. Magneto can kill Logan and Colossus easily. Yes, yes he could. Gonna have an X-Chicken. Yeah, he's saying X-Chicken. The 6-piece X-Chicken pack from McDonald's. Magneto, master of X6-pack of X-Chicken. My wife and my daughter are out. They usually come home, you know, pretty much right around the time I finish my stream. I would buy that 6-piece X-Chicken. Come, X-Chicken. I'd buy that for $1. Oh, this is hysterical. Depth Charge needs a new toy. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't know if they, you know, it would kind of suck with him missing the chest shooting gimmick, but Interesting. Organic metal. Have we ever gotten a pure G1 RC figure? Not directly in G1. I'm actually, when you guys see my female episode later this week, the game's only not over yet because you start from the beginning for a second time through the game. When Magneto did rip out the adamantium, yeah, I knew about that, Dade. In fact, I think I have the issue where Wolverine's metal was ripped out of his skeleton. Could he control aluminum or zinc? I think he can. Aluminum, I think probably, yeah. Does Straxus need a new toy? I think the one that they made was good, but if they want to make a new Straxus, they probably will during the War for Cybertron trilogy. Yeah, they start the game over for you. So now I can, just for the heck of it, make sure that player 1 is mapped to here's Cyclops, but don't need it. Alright, Magneto doesn't control metal, he manipulates its forms. Yeah, he can manipulate the metal that way. Do I prefer or even amount of Autobots or Decepticons, or have one with less? I like the idea of the Decepticons being so powerful that that's the reason why there aren't as many. You know, like the Autobots are only more powerful because you know, in the sense that they have to outnumber the Autobots. So, like, in other words, if there's two or three Decepticons, you need like 10 Autobots to stop those 3 Decepticons. So, Saban is partnering with Hasbro for Power Rangers and, you know, Beast Morphers. Interesting. I did like Cybertron's games where you could play as both sides. I thought that was cool too. How is RC Rat Trap's aunt? I don't understand fully the ways that Transformers have familial, is that the word? Relationships, but basically RC is related to Rat Trap. Which I'm pretty sure Magneto goes against any Transformers. I'm betting he'd lose. After all, the Transformers aren't Earth-based metal. Never thought about that. As far as I know, Magneto doesn't control metals, but magnetic fields, so it's totally different. I'd have to look into that, because I never really thought that through. We just knew he was a master of magnetism. Waspinator is Primus reincarnated? No. Gonna get that X-Chicken from McDonald's. Oh, man. See, what should we do next? Why not? Let's bring in... Why don't we play... a game that I wouldn't mind playing for a couple of minutes. Do I like Robots in Disguise Scourge? I think he's cool. I like the whole idea behind like a dark convoy. He actually started the whole trend of like the Black Optimus. How does reproduction work on post-Beast Machine Sector Organic Cybertron? That's a good question. That's like one of the things that they never really like explored. Probably there's since there is a techno-organicness to them, they can reproduce organically, I think. Could be wrong. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do some good old-fashioned Ultimate Mortal Kombat. I hope the history of Transformers history aside from G1 doesn't get mocked. Alright. Do some good old-fashioned Mortal Kombat here. Oh, of course he did. Smoke wins. Don't make me laugh. Yours is Scorpion? I like Scorpion's backstory. I would say I'm probably partial to Sub-Zero. Little did we know that an Aussie would play Wolverine less than 10 years later. You heard they're rebooting the Mortal Kombat fits? I heard that too. Who's my favorite? Wolverine is shorter than Storm. What if Diamond Bolt did a Ruin Forever on G1? I think he would probably do a Ruin Forever on G1ers, but it would, you know he'd have to involve me somehow. But that's if he, ever wanted to. Flawless victory. Yeah, comics Wolverine's only 5'3". Goodbye, cruel world. You don't want Transformers to end up like Smokescreen. How did you... Big cons... Diamond Bolt hates G1 Megatron because he's an idiot. I love G1 Megatron. It's only depending upon the writer of when they make him stupid, really. No, I didn't say that. No, he said Megatron is an idiot. Do I like how big the Decepticons were in Transformers Animated? Yeah, I didn't mind them being larger because you figure it's like cars versus... you know, it was cars versus... oh, man. You know, versus a plane, a tank, planes. Like, basically, the Decepticons were planes, really. Lugnut, Blitzwing, and Starscream. Yeah, Megatron could be stupid considering the writers, that's for sure. Jerk. Yeah, do it. Coward. Do I like crazy Galvatron or sane? I love insane Galvatron. Come on, you gotta admit, Galvatron being completely and totally bat crap crazy, it's just fun. XL Chicken Men. I heard they're now making XL Chicken. What? X Chicken Force. Come here, X Chicken Force. Who's crazier, Serpentor or Galvatron? Galvatron. Definitely Galvatron. Serpentor was crazy, but Serpentor had, like, the mind of, like, quite, you know, he was actually smarter than you really thought, you know? It's just that he was so prideful that he was easily duped. But Galvatron was definitely crazy. Galvatron was like bat crap nuts. What happened to IDW? From what everybody tells me who's currently reading it, because I'm not caught up, it went down into the twilight zone of toiletness. Yeah, let's go for this game. Why not? There we go. You guys ever play this game? There's a member of the Magia Animen who was a mutant who was a chicken. Henry Hawk is supposed to... Where is it? Ray. I-M. There it is. Boom. This is a classic for you right here. We have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be in the movie. They have Rampage toys at Walmart already? I'm gonna have to check them out, just to check them out. Well, thank you, Laura Brooke, for subscribing. The movie does look stupid, but you know what? What did we really expect them to do out of a movie about a game that about monsters destroying things, mutated to be big? Yeah, Lizzie is in the movie. She is an alligator in the movie. So The Rock was too expensive for Transformers Prime's budget, so that's why they killed him. Thank you, Luke. I know, they should have made it about actual, like, oh, I love this part. If you can do this, if I can get her. Darn it. In this game, I don't know if she's supposed to be like an iguana, a lizard, or a crocodile, but maybe she is supposed to be a crocodile. You know, we just know that, like, when she turns back into, What's my thoughts on Tony Pezmaster's work? I'll have to. I think I didn't. I don't think I cared for the artwork. Did you? Hold on a second. Did I like Prowl as a ninja and animated, and Wheeljack as a samurai wrecker? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought they did a pretty good job of, like, you know, bringing something new to an existing character. You know, I liked the, you know, those appearances of those characters. I mean, it was like, maybe it's not, I mean, I know it's not G1, but what could he do? According to the 86 game info, so a croc would work. Lizzie is the only monster to be able to eat men. Prowl, don't flip the table. What's my top five Transformer shows? I would say G1, Beast Wars Prime, then animated, number 5. That's a tough one. I'm not a big fan of the Unicron trilogy, so. Yeah, I mean, the movie is gonna suck because they're not even going with the right backstory. Like, they're not mutated the same way, but I don't really care because it's kind of like the video game has no real lore. They're just basically 3 monsters running a rampage, and that's it. What Autobot didn't die in the 86 movie? Let's see. Of the 84 line, we can probably say, I mean, oh yeah, that's right, I believe Gears died as well. But, let's see, Gears definitely died, Red Alert, Trailbreaker, and, you know, obviously the 4 on the shuttle, Wheeljack and Windcharger. So, alive of the 84 line, who were they? Let's see, I don't know about cars. Blue Streak, Hound, Game over. Yeah, Jazz, Cliffjumper, Bumblebee survived. A lot of the 85 guys survived. 1986. May sound weird, but the senseless killing off of the 84, 85 is my favorite part of the movie. I don't think you're weird. I just think that, like, you know, a lot of people don't realize, like, it was, like, how jaw-dropping it was, you know? You know, they all died. Everyone dies. You get a bullet with your name on it. What happened to Hoist in G1? He just stopped appearing. They didn't show him dead at all. They just, you know. It's war. Let's see. Let's go for... Derp. Hoist is a Hollywood star. I didn't stop. I gotta map the controls to this, How's it going there, Luke Dog? Let's change this up. Boom. Contra. Please deposit coin. This is the arcade Contra. My least favorite Transformer would have to be a cross between Wheelie and Armada Sideswipe. Ah! Huffer, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Huffer either. Who is a big fan of Huffer? Does anyone like Trax? I love Trax. I'll eventually watch the documentary for Andre the Giant. Ba weep grana weep ninny bong. Ba weep grana weep ninny bong? You like Trax? Yeah, Trax is cool. Trax is, he's flamboyant for sure, but I still like them anyway. Least favorite Transformer? Energon, yeah, Energon Ironhide is a bad choice for a Transformer as well. Oh, come on. Thoughts on Knockout? Juicy, yeah. Even Gears, who was Suicidal Pessimist, was better than Huffer. Yeah. Why did Michael Bay have to mess up our childhood with messed up movies? Because he thought it was better. You wonder what my favorite Transformer is? I wonder too. Some people think that Knockout's a Decepticon version of Sunstreaker. I can go with that. Deceptitran, the fat Decepticon dude in the Sea Spray episode. Oh. Crap. Anyone think that Roller deserves his own movie? Ugh. We should get more recognition, that's why the movies and comics. Bay ruined your childhood because he didn't like Transformers, pretty much. Yeah. Seriously? Do I think the hate plague might be... No. You should probably get rid of it. Oh, He-Man movie. Ah! No, I couldn't avoid that. Ah! Oh, darn it. Ugh. Alright. That was fun. The flu shot and the tennis shot, nothing to do with the best happened to the kids in 84 and 86 kids. You know what's funny? I never got the flu shot, and I've never gotten the flu. something very interesting for all of you. Yeah, sorry, Takara didn't own your cartoon. Yeah, that's true. That's unfortunate too. Moving OBS over here. Yeah, well, Roadbuster. Yeah, Roadbuster wasn't. I explained that in the Jetfire video. But I'm actually working on my next Transformers discussion video. It will be up as soon as I finish it. I'm going to be working hard on it. So it's going to be basically, if you think about like this, like I made 10 episodes for what I would call season 1 of like the Transformers discussions. And, you know, it was what, like, you had, you know, 10 videos. You had Who Became Cyclonus, Rumble and Frenzy, Beast Wars. No, it was Rumble and Frenzy, then Constructicons, then Beast Wars, then Skyfire, Jetfire, Shockwave. After Shockwave was Who Became Dion, Ultra Magnus, and then How Did Ultra Magnus Survive? And then the last one was the Subspace Storage Pocket, right? So those are the 10 episodes for like what I would call season 1. Well, Dave, yeah, that's a topic for a future discussion. But then season 2, you can probably say started off with, what do you would say? Dion became X-Chicken. The next, you know, then I did what was it, season 2 started off with my Rodimus Prime. I'm going to be wrapping up John Giles, so I won't be back on like, you know, if it's going to be 10 minutes, because I'm going to actually end it up real quick, but I'm just pretty much in Generation 1 continuity, American or Japanese, are the Battle Beasts considered a third faction? Don't include minicons. No, they're not included they're not considered a third faction. That's awesome. They're not considered a third faction. They're considered a it's a race. It's a race of beings like that just happen to be like they gain their powers like with elements and stuff. And they since they were owned by Hasbro and Takara, I think, you know, Takara included them in the the Headmasters anime. So unfortunately, it was only like a couple episodes that they actually showed up. So I think that if you actually get Rapungus and Double Cross, who is known as Twinferno, the Headmasters or Titan Masters of them are actually the Battle Beasts. So I thought that was kind of cool. Not Rapungus, but no, it's not Rapungus. They didn't make a Headmaster like or Titan Master like full deluxe size. They made Twinferno and Grotusk. So, does anyone else think animated Prowl Prime or something cute couple? That would be pretty cool. So what was season 2 was Rodimus Prime. Then I did the video of, I know I did the origin as a oh, that's right. I did Ironhide and Ratchet. I did Why Did Megatron Keep Starscream Around? Then I did Primus and the Quintessons, Marvel and Transformers. Then it was after Marvel and Transformers, it was Ghost of Starscream. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Ghost of Starscream. I know I did Optimus Prime's Ghost, or I know Optimus Prime coming back from the dead. Then I also did Starscream's Ghost. I did I did mass shifting, and that's right, and who died in the movie. So those are like the 20 episodes that... Oh, and the Dinobots retrospective. I almost forgot about the Dinobots retrospective. So 21 videos I've made for, you know, for 2 seasons. And now this one it's going to start off with my next Transformers discussion. Yes, those of you guys who are watching the stream, you probably already know I am doing female Transformers. That is my that is going to be my next video. So after that, I am not going to reveal anything else until I actually get to it. I find it funny, the second part of the episode, The Return of Optimus Prime Part 2, how Optimus Prime knew Galvatron. That is a discussion for a future video. That I will say. Cosmic Rusts probably is a discussion for a future video. Which actually, it's going to be more about like what they're made of, what Transformers are made of, and Cosmic Rust will get brought into the conversation. After Roller Mover Hauler needs his own movie, they need to be included somewhere. I will be mentioning as many as I can. I can't mention every single female Transformer there ever was, but I will mention quite a bit. So. Gears needs a new incarnation. That would be. I mean, I'd like to see him in a newer fiction. That's for sure. But yeah, at this time, guys, it's been fun. I've had fun hanging out with you guys, playing some retro games. Got some cool stuff down the road. So, you guys have a good night, and until next time, until all are one. Signing out.